For my vivid memory speech, I decided to do it over the time I broke my collarbone in 3rd grade. So it all started September 20th, 2014. My grandfather was getting married in the church I've went to my entire life, and because he owns said church, he decided to have it on the church property in the building next to it where we held all of our meetings and special events, stuff like that. And because of the placement of everything, there were lots of trees on the property as well. And because my family was very close to his, we decided the day he went on his honeymoon, which was the Sunday after the day of his wedding, we decided we were going to wake up super early and clean up for him. So the wedding happened Saturday, September 20th, and the next day rolls around. And we get there and we all start pitching in and helping clean up. Our parents tackle the big things while we handle the small things such as picking up trash and throwing away like cups and leftover stuff. After all that was left was big things, me and my sister Chloe decided to go climb some of the trees of the church on the church's property. Chloe and I probably climbed for an hour, jumping on the branches and competing to see who could climb the highest. Lucky for me, I am very competitive, so I realized that there was a tree right next to us that had branches you could access that were higher. So I jumped out of the tree that me and Chloe were in and walked over to the tree next to us, which this is the tree that we were in, and the tree next to us was literally this close. And I decided to get in the single branch that was within a decent height that I could grab. But in order to get it, I had to climb up on a giant gas tank. I'm not quite sure. A gasoline storage tank. I grabbed it and pulled myself up to where I can now reach the tree branches. And I pulled myself into the tree. I decided to start climbing up until I reached higher than my sister was. And when I was finally going up to the top branch, I wasn't paying attention to how thick it was, and I just got up there. I get about 10 feet from the ground and go out on a limb that looked and felt super stable at first, as I put my whole body on the branch and completely let go of anything and everything like an idiot. The branch, of course, snaps. Surprise. Surprised? Not really. I fall 10 feet and land flat on my back under the tree. Having only missed the storage tank and a couple of bricks by a few inches. My sister Chloe, having seen me fall, jumps out of the tree and comes running to me, asking if I'm okay and trying to help me up. Not wanting her help, I try to stand up on my own, so she yells for help, but no one but our other sister Bailey, who comes running, hears. When she gets there, Chloe steals her shoes and runs into the church looking for her parents. By the time Chloe finds our parents, I've already been up and trying to make my way to the church. I get inside the church and my parents examine me to the best of their ability, and my grandfather, who used to be an EMT, was checking me over, and he said that I looked perfectly fine. And my shoulder had begun to hurt, and I didn't know if it was shock or whatever, so I went to reach up. And I moved my shirt, and I asked him, it felt like something was poking out, and I asked him if it was supposed to be like that. And your collarbone's supposed to lay like this and be hidden under the skin, you're not supposed to see it unless you basically open your chest more and your skin sinks down. And mine was sticking out like that, and you could literally just see it just looking straight at me. You could tell something was wrong with it. So my grandfather said that load us all up in the car, called my brother who he had left at home, and we took off to the hospital. And that is the time that I broke my collarbone. Thank you for listening.